experience to the fore. George MacDonald Fraser served as an infantry soldier in the Second World War and wrote, "With all military histories, it is necessary to remember that war is not a matter of maps with red and blue arrows and oblongs, but of weary, thirsty men with sore feet and aching shoulders, wondering where they are." So while there is some signposting in this book to give readers a general idea of who was where and when, its primary concern is with the experiences of the weary, thirsty men with sore feet and aching shoulders. It is an accompaniment to the groundbreaking BBC and History Channel documentary series D-Day, The Unheard Tapes, which has given new life to the voices of some of those who were part of this massive moment in our history by telling the stories of those who experienced D-Day firsthand in their own words from all sides of the conflict. The book seeks to build around those powerful documentary interviews with more than 150 contributors from different nations and military branches. I have tried, wherever possible, to find additional complementary stories that have not been extensively covered in other works. While there may be crossover in some key moments in the Battle of Normandy, such as those pertaining to the important accounts of Major John Howard and the men of D Company at Pegasus Bridge, I hope that everyone who listens to this audiobook will also come across material that is as unfamiliar as it is moving. Of course, it is beyond the scope of this book to give a voice to every man and woman, every unit, and every battle that took place in Normandy. Instead, in keeping with the documentary series with which this book is connected, I have tried to bring together voices that shine light on a certain personal aspect of the campaign. What was it like to fight in the hedgerows of the Normandy bocage? What went through the mind of a tank crew in a battle with superior German panzers? What was the experience of working in a field hospital and dealing with a constant stream of wounded? Throughout the text, I have referred to people by their first name and have generally dispensed with rank. I have tried to tell the story chronologically when possible, but some accounts have been moved to lend their voice to others. Where possible, I have added the recollections exactly as they were spoken, but at times, a word has been added or changed for clarity. I have used the term recollections for several reasons. First, because what you recall and what actually happened can differ in the best of circumstances, let alone when you're tired, afraid, and fighting for your life. Secondly, many of the interviews used in this book were given 60 years or more after the events took place. Time has a way of distorting our memories, as described by Captain John Rain. There are certain brilliant flashes of memory, things that you will never forget, things that were usually caused by trauma or great delight or some great event. They are short, they are very precise. They probably do not change over your entire life. Surrounding those important memories are a collection of other supporting memories. These supporting memories gradually fade. For a while, you have memories of the memories. And then finally you develop a legend of memories, as I apparently have, about those brilliant, sharp primary memories. The legends very satisfactorily fit in with those primary memories and explain them. What we retain most strongly is feelings. Terror when a shell hits your tank. Disgust when you smell a rotting body. Joy when you reunite with a friend. War is perhaps the most extreme set of circumstances that human beings can find themselves in. Many who have seen it say that it brings out the best and worst in mankind. It lays a person bare. Many of the men who fought in Normandy were not soldiers until circumstance compelled them to be. When the war was gone, they tried to return to peaceful lives. I say try because many carried the weight of what they had seen and done for the rest of their lives. These men abhorred war in a way that only those who have seen it can. They lived with memories of friends lost and enemies killed. No soldier came back to his family the same man that had left it, nor was any family ever again whole after losing a loved one. We owe it to them all to listen, to learn, and to protect the peace for which they paid so much to give us. Thank you for giving your time and listening to this audiobook. Geraint Jones.
Chapter 1. The Eyes of the World Upon Them. The Men Who Fought on D-Day.
I don't think there's anybody closer than the man that you've got to fight with. And, you go through hell for them, and they go through hell for you.
James Jimmy Wilkinson, 9th Battalion, Durham Light Infantry. In February 1944, General Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force, began drafting a message that would be